What if uncovering the secrets of the dead meant unleashing a deadly curse? From the tombs of pharaohs to the treasures of the Nile, ancient Egypt is filled with legends of curses that punished those who dared to disturb the resting places of the kings. Join me now for 5 tales of terror as we count down the cursed tombs of ancient Egypt. Number 5. The Tomb of Tutankhamun. The year was 1922, and British archaeologist Howard Carter had been searching for the lost tomb of the boy king Tutankhamun for over a decade. With his finances dwindling and his reputation at risk, Carter felt the pressure of finding the legendary burial chamber before he ran out of funds. Despite many believing the search to be fruitless, Carter pressed on, leading his team through the winding tunnels beneath the Valley of the Kings. Just when all hope seemed lost, Carter discovered a stairway concealed behind a wall. As he descended into the darkness, he found a series of rooms filled with treasures and artifacts from the New Kingdom era. Among them was an inscription warning trespassers of the wrath of the gods. However, Carter was not deterred. He continued his exploration until he came upon the final chamber, where he found the mummy of Tutankhamun in a golden sarcophagus. The discovery made headlines around the world, and Carter became an international sensation overnight. But soon after, strange things began to happen. Carter's team members fell ill with various ailments, some of which proved fatal. One by one, they succumbed to the mysterious illness, leading many to believe that they had been cursed by the vengeful spirit of the boy king. Despite the tragedy, Carter pressed on with the excavation, determined to uncover all of the secrets of the tomb. Years later, it was discovered that the curse was likely nothing more than a case of mass hysteria, brought on by the excitement of the discovery and the dark, damp conditions in the tomb. However, the damage was done, and the legend of the curse of Tutankhamun's tomb lives on. Number 4. The Curse of the Pharaohs. The Curse of the Pharaohs is a legendary supernatural phenomenon said to befall anyone who disturbs the remains of an Egyptian monarch. This chilling tale has been passed down through generations, serving as a warning to those who would dare to disturb the eternal slumber of the mighty rulers of old. The origins of the curse can be traced back to ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that when a pharaoh died, their soul or ka continued to reside within their body, and that disturbing this sacred remains would incur the wrath of the gods. Legend has it that the curse was first unleashed when Napoleon Bonaparte's soldiers plundered the tomb of Alexander the Great in 1799, unwittingly awakening a vengeful spirit that caused havoc among the unsuspecting intruders. Since then, there have been numerous reports of explorers and archaeologists who have stumbled upon the tombs of pharaohs only to suffer terrible misfortune. One such case was that of Howard Carter, the man who discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922. After making his groundbreaking discovery, Carter and his team were plagued by a series of mysterious deaths and illnesses, leading some to believe that they had been cursed by the vengeful spirit of the tomb. Despite these chilling tales, many brave souls have been unable to resist the lure of the pharaoh's riches and have ventured into their tombs despite the supposed danger. One such individual was Italian explorer Giovanni Battista Belzoni, who is said to have stolen a statue from the tomb of Ramses III. Shortly after, Belzoni was crushed to death by a falling rock while exploring the Temple of Karnak. Whether or not the curse of the pharaohs is real or merely a product of superstition and folklore remains a mystery. But one thing is certain: the legend continues to fascinate and terrify people around the world. Number 3. Mysterious deaths of archaeologists. In recent years, several archaeologists have died suddenly and unexpectedly while exploring ancient Egyptian ruins, leading some to speculate that they may have been cursed. The most recent case was that of 57-year-old John Darnell, who collapsed and died of a heart attack while excavating a Roman-era tomb in the Egyptian desert in November of 2022. Before his untimely demise, Darnell had been working on a project to identify the burial practices of ancient Romans in Egypt, hoping to shed light on the cultural exchange between the two civilizations. His death came as a shock to the archaeological community, especially considering the mysterious circumstances surrounding the deaths of several other archaeologists in recent years. In 2018, Kathleen Martinez, a 35-year-old archaeologist from the Dominican Republic, died while excavating the ancient Egyptian city of Heracleion. Her death was attributed to a sudden heart attack, despite the fact that she had no prior health issues. Then in 2020, the body of 64-year-old French archaeologist Daniel Pulfer was found inside his overturned jeep in the middle of the Egyptian desert. His death was ruled as a traffic accident, but many questioned how a highly experienced explorer could have gotten lost in such a remote area. While the deaths of these archaeologists remain shrouded in mystery, some believe that they may have been cursed, pointing to the numerous ancient Egyptian legends about the wrath of the gods and the dangers of disturbing the dead. Number 2. Ancient beliefs in magic. The ancient Egyptians were known for their advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, but they also had a deep belief in the power of magic. They believed that everything in the universe was interconnected, and that the natural world was full of powerful forces that could be harnessed by those who knew how. One of the ways that the Egyptians used magic was to protect themselves from harm. They believed that by using spells and incantations, they could ward off evil spirits and prevent them from causing harm. For example, they would often carry amulets with them that were inscribed with protective spells. They would also use magic to ensure their safety on their journeys, such as when they traveled by boat on the Nile River. They believed that by casting spells over the water, they could calm the waves and prevent their boats from capsizing. The Egyptians also believed that magic could be used to protect their homes and families from harm. They would often place magical objects around their homes, such as statues of protective deities, to keep evil spirits out. They also had specific rituals that they would perform to protect their homes from fire and other disasters. These beliefs in magic and the supernatural were deeply ingrained in Egyptian culture and were a part of everyday life. It wasn't just the pharaohs and the wealthy who believed in magic, but people from all walks of life. It wasn't until the rise of Christianity in Egypt that these beliefs began to be suppressed. Number 1. Legacy of the tomb curses. For centuries, rumors have swirled around the ancient Egyptian pharaohs and their final resting places. One of the most enduring legends is that of the pharaoh's curse, a supernatural phenomenon said to befall anyone who disturbs the eternal slumber of these mighty rulers. The idea of the curse was popularized in the 19th century when Napoleon's soldiers plundered the tomb of Alexander the Great and unleashed a vengeful spirit that caused havoc among the unsuspecting intruders. This story, along with others like it, created a sense of mystery and intrigue around the tombs of the pharaohs, leading many to believe that these sites were best left undisturbed. The legend of the curse has had a lasting impact on our perception of ancient Egypt, shaping everything from popular culture to the way that archaeologists approach their work. Some of the most famous curses are associated with the Valley of the Kings, the burial site of many pharaohs, including Tutankhamun. According to legend, anyone who enters the tomb of Tutankhamun will be cursed and die within 7 years. While there is no evidence to support these claims, they continue to fascinate and terrify people around the world. Despite the supposed danger, many adventurers and treasure hunters have risked it all in search of the pharaoh's riches. Some say that the curse is nothing more than a myth, while others believe that it is very real. Whether or not the curse is real, the legend continues to live on, serving as a reminder of the mysteries that still surround ancient Egypt. History isn't just in the past. It's alive in the stories we choose to remember. If you enjoyed this journey, hit the like button, leave a comment with the legend you'd want to see next, and subscribe so you never miss the next chapter of the past.